to the Late Show. Already in progress. Ladies and gentlemen, you know, my friends, you know my first guest tonight from Ugly Betty Superstore and the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. Now she is one of the stars of Barbie.
You have to be a career woman, but also always be looking out for other people. You have to answer for men's bad behavior, which is insane, but if you point that out, you're accused of complaining. You're supposed to stay pretty for men, but not so pretty that you tempt them too much or that you threaten other women, because you're supposed to be a part of the sisterhood, but always stand out and always be grateful. But never forget that the system is rigged, so find a way to acknowledge that, but also always be grateful. You have to never get old, never be rude, never show off, never be selfish, never fall down, never fail, never show fear, never get out of line. It's too hard, it's too contradictory, and nobody gives you a medal or says thank you. And it turns out, in fact, that not only are you doing everything wrong, but also everything is your fault. I'm just so tired of watching myself and every single other woman tie herself into knots so that people will like us.
Please welcome back to the Late Show, America Ferrera. So lovely to see you again.
Thank you.
How
wow.
you been? Isn't that nice?
That was really nice. Thank you.
That's a beautiful velvet dress, if you don't mind me saying
Thank
so.
you. I like it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're really classing up the joint. Thanks very much.
You. That was the point.
It is so nice to see you again. I'm so happy for how universally embraced your character and what she has to say in this movie is. It's been a wonderful movie. You have a wonderful part in it, and I just know what a caring and thoughtful and engaged person you are, and how much you care about the lives of other people, and how much you can see that in performance. And I'm so happy other people got to see that too. Like that is the real you in so many ways. Brava.
Thank you.
Brava.
Yeah.
Now, the cast was just at the Golden Globes.
Yes, we were.
And along with Greta, your director, Margot Robbie, there you are. Was that fun to be together?
It was so fun to be together, especially because as soon as we got on the red carpet, Margot made me take a double shot of tequila on live television.
On camera, you did the double shot?
Yes, Gail King offered us tequila, and then I was like...
Wait, Gail?
Yeah.
Gail was pressuring you?
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
Wow.
She was like, don't you ladies need some alcohol? And I was like, no. Margot was like, yes! And I was like, okay. And then she poured me a double shot, and then I couldn't look like, a wimp, so I took it.
Right.
And it was a really nice way to start a red carpet, I have to say.
The Emmys are Monday. Do you recommend it?
I'm not going to the Emmys, but anybody who is going to the Emmys,
I'm going to the Emmys. That's why I'm asking.
I do recommend it, yes.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, good.
It
Double
helps.
shot of tequila right at the beginning.
Right at the top.
I'll see if Gail is available. Now, was it nice to also be together because you guys you're able to celebrate and talk about this movies in ways you couldn't because it came out in the middle of the strike.
Yeah.
And you basically couldn't go out there and talk about this thing you'd worked on for so long.
Exactly. We'd done a big global tour, but we weren't giving anything away, and nobody really knew what the movie was about. And so, once it came out, then we weren't allowed to engage with it in any way, except for if I secretly found people who'd seen the movie and I was like, come into the back room and tell me what you thought. I'm on strike. And I met the Princess Rima of Saudi Arabia, who's the ambassador to the US, and I met her at a thing, and she wanted me to know that in Saudi Arabia, they got their first movie theater in 2018, and that when Barbie came out, they had folks crossing the borders from multiple neighboring countries where Barbie had been banned just to see the movie. Yeah, right?
Wow.
I mean, that.
Well, what is it like to be part of something like, have you ever been part of something like that with that kind of cultural impact before?
No. No, I mean, I'm aghast at what Greta Gerwig and Noah Baumbach, who wrote the script and then Greta directing it, what they accomplished in a movie about Barbie. You know?
I know.
It's the Barbie movie no one asked for. Like, no one asked
And then everybody
for this,
wanted.
but then we got it, and it was so exciting.
Barbie mania was pretty extreme this summer. I remember, like, it was everywhere. It was like, it was being pushed everywhere. One of the, probably also because you guys couldn't talk about it, they marketed it everywhere.
Right.
Honest to God, I have an Alexa at home, like one of those Alexa Echo shows at it, and I would just ask what the weather is, and it would give me the weather forecast over a picture of Barbie. Or over a picture of just like Ken's ankles while he was, rollerblading.
Beautiful ankles.
It was everywhere. Get into a car accident, the airbag deploys, it says Barbie across the front of it.
It's true.
What was the most extraordinary sort of, like, were you struck by the magnitude of the mania?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yeah, learning about, whether it was, an 11-year-old who would recite my monologue back to me, like word for word.
Wow.
Or...
I bet it's going to be an audition piece at some point for
I think
people.
it already has been used that way on TikTok. I hear. I'm not on the TikTok.
Oh, you're not?
No.
No, it's what the kids do.
It's what, yeah.
Yeah.
But I've just never been a part of something that has had such a massive cultural impact. And I don't think that it can be understated that, something that is so easy to dismiss as like girly or frivolous, that Greta managed to bring so much thoughtfulness and heart and funniness and subversiveness. And I mean, she's a true auteur and storyteller, and that should not be overlooked.
Now, you had a real challenge here, too, because you and the character of Gloria, along with your daughter, you have to represent all humans.
You're welcome.
You're it. Like,
Yeah, I hope I did okay for everybody.
But I was like, you have to like do that, and not only that, but you also have to be grounded enough that you're a human, and yet still involved with the fantasy enough that you accept that Barbie has come to life.
Yes.
How? How? Was that a challenge?
It was hard. It was challenging. It was really hard to not want to jump in on the fun, especially because parts of what were happening were like my childhood dreams come true. I mean, all I ever wanted to do growing up was like be in a den learning choreography with other girls. And then I learned that there are Barbie dance rehearsals going on that I'm not invited to because I'm not a Barbie. And then so I just showed up. I just showed up at Barbie dance rehearsal.
For scenes that you're not in.
Oh, yeah, no, totally not in. I'm not invited. And I showed up and I learned all the different parts of the dance. And so when like Margot would get called away to do some producer thing, I'd be like, I'll do it. And one time I was doing her part and she walked in and I like almost died. I was so embarrassed. And she was so sweet and loved it.
We have to take a quick break. We'll be right back with more America Ferrera, everybody. Don't go anywhere.